the group consolidation concept cuts across. The concept is found in the intermediate level and in the advanced level, and it is compulsory. There is no any past paper or there is no any cast-name question made to be financial reporting or advanced financial reporting that you are going to miss this, If you have ever done, Mohammed can testify this. If you have ever done any paper without maybe group consolidation question, then that examiner is not 100%, to be an examiner, Financial reporting, advanced financial reporting paper, group consolidation is a compulsory question. And the concept is the same. Only that when you go to advanced level, the concept is a bit advanced. And you find that you are going to even consolidate the cash flow. But for intermediate level, we are going to see the general group consolidation. Who have ever heard about group consolidation? Anyone? Have you ever heard about group consolidation or the term consolidate? Thank you. Yeah. When you are talking about consolidate, it's to bring together for the new students, somebody like Anne-Marie, we are saying bringing together. Now this is Anne-Marie. Okay, I'll come to that. Let's first of all finish the activity of the day. Remember, we are having like a 1 hour, because there will be other sessions coming. So I will just address that. No worries. I'll just address that. So we are saying that group consolidation simply means to bring together. It be the income statement of two companies, or the statement of financial position of 2 or 3 companies, depending with the position of that company, I'm not sure whether you understand the types of company that we might have, in this. One, we have parent company. And then we have a subsidiary company. Parent company and a subsidiary company. So the parent company qualifies to be called parent if it has more exposure. You find that it acquire some of the shares of another company. And we say if it acquires more than 50% of shares, how do we call the other company? Which name do we give the other company that the parent company has acquired more than 50%? Someone to help us. What do we call the other company if the parent company acquire more than 50% of shares? Of course, I've given you the answer. We call that company a subsidiary. We call it, more than 50% is a subsidiary. Thank you very much. If these are acquire more than 50% of shares in another company, we term that company as a subsidiary. That's just a general recap. Then, if it acquires less than 50%, but more than 20%, but more than 20% of the shares of another company, we refer the other company as an associate. We refer the other company as an associate. I don't want to move ahead. I don't want to go far. I just want us to concentrate on this. I just want us to concentrate on the three. Group consolidation is guided by the standard that is IFRS 3. This deal with the group business combination, business combination, business combination, business combination, IFRS 3. Now, at a group consolidation, there are major things that you need to identify. One is computation of goodwill. Computation of goodwill. We have two methods. After this, I want us to look at a question, a custom question, of which you'll be able now to see the real picture. The real picture. Computation of goodwill. Computation of goodwill. We have two methods. We have two methods in computing goodwill. We have two methods in computing goodwill. Those that have passed the intermediate level, those in the advanced level can be able to tell us one of the type of the goodwill method. Two types of goodwill computation. One is full goodwill method. Full goodwill method. Full goodwill method. Full goodwill method. Method number two is partial goodwill method. I want to help you differentiate the two. When you hear of a full goodwill method, it's whereby we are provided or we are given information in regard to NCI. I know NCI could be a new term to us. Non-controlling interest. When we talk about non-controlling interest, this is what we mean. If the parent company has acquired 55% of company B, 55% of company B shares, the remaining percentage is being controlled by the minority shareholder. What is the remaining percentage? In fact, it is 45%. So the 45% is the one that we are saying is being controlled by the minority shareholder, which we refer as NCI. So in any moment, you are given NCI or information that you should compute the NCI. That way you use or you compute goodwill using this formula or format, the full goodwill method. I'll show you how the formula is written. Then for partial goodwill method, I can say it's a direct method. Whereby you just have to take the cost of the investment and then you less the all the other items at the date of acquisition of the subsidiary company. So it's important for you to note that a computation of goodwill, it takes two methods. Are we together up to that point? Before now we go to the question. I want us to go direct to the question. I just show you how we compute goodwill. I just show you how you can come up with a pro forma when computing or when coming up with the income statement and also statement of financial position, and you'll be in a position to conquer this financial reporting thing. Coming August. Coming August. Let me first of all answer someone. Yes, and then we shall see. What I want you to do, is to take a photo of this question. Please take a photo so that I'm able to stop sharing so that we can proceed. Please take a photo. Of that question. That is the first part. Then I'll just display the second part, and then we do the question together. Confirm. Once you have taken a photo, please confirm. So as you take a photo, I'm going to read. And I want you people to confirm for me whether you have taken the first part. And then I display the other part, and then we proceed. Thank you very much. You can see a confirmation there. From one of us. This is very good. Now we move to the next part. Of the question. So the next part of the question is this one. Yes, in fact, that is now the full question. You can see the marks provided. This is a compulsory thing. You cannot go to financial reporting class and you expect to miss this question. So take that and then we proceed. Okay. And then I'll lead through. I want to now stop sharing. You cannot be able to see the board when I'm sharing. So the two cannot happen. They are mutually exclusive. But tunaweza soma kwanza and then I stop sharing. Is that okay? So it says on 1st January 2021, Lag Limited acquired the following in Nzuri Limited. 80% of the ordinary share capital of Nzuri Limited for 2560,000. That is 20,560,000. Half of the 10% debenture in Nzuri Limited. The summarized financial statement of Lag Limited and Nzuri Limited for the year ended 30th September 2021 were as follows. You can see the income statement provided. Starting with revenue all the way to profit after tax. Then we have statement of financial possession as at 30th September 2021. Up to where we have the total equity and liability. Then we have some additional information there. I'll just read them, although I'll show you a way that you'll be doing it when it comes to exam. We don't waste much time. Okay. 1. The fair value of asset of Nzuri Limited at the date of acquisition were the same as their book values, except for an item of plant whose fair value was more by 6.4 million. Anytime you hear of such information, you are going to think of two things. The PPE and the depreciation undercharge. Whatever that you take to the PPE, is used also in our goodwill computation. As at 1st January 2021, the plant had the remaining useful life of 4 years. Nzuri Limited depreciate plant on a straight line basis on cost. During the post-acquisition period, intercompany trading that occurred include Lag Limited sold goods to Nzuri Limited for 12 million. These goods had cost Langi Limited 18 million. Zuri Limited sold some of the goods purchased from Langi Limited at sharing 20 million for 30 million. So you can see the information in here. On 30th June 2021, Langi Limited and Zuri Limited paid dividends for 2 million and 1 million respectively. So since this company, we have not identified whether which is a parent and which is a subsidiary or associate, we shall say that any dividend does not affect group consolidation. So we never consolidate dividend unless otherwise stated. 4. Included in the account receivable and account payable is 1.5 million being the amount of Zuri on Langi Limited. Goodwill is considered to be impaired by 25% as at 30th September 2021. Goodwill impaired is classified as an administrative expense by the group of companies. So impairment of goodwill in most cases is added to the admin expense in most cases. So class, are we together up to that point? Because now I want to stop sharing. There are those who have just joined. Please, take this picture very fast. I want to stop sharing so that we can proceed. So once you take a picture so that you're able to follow, I'll just stop sharing. So, okay, the other part is this one up to that point. So do it very fast so that you're able to finish. I think now everyone is okay. I stop sharing that way. Thank you very much. Now solution. Just have the solution now. Solution. Class, anywhere, may it be advanced level or intermediate level, please note this, that what you should start with is the group structure. This is where you start, group structure. Very important. Once you identify the group structure, I'll show you how you can proceed with this. So when we talk about group structure, we want to know which is our parent company and which is either subsidiary or associate. So let's look at the information given at the start. We are told on 1st January 2021, Langi Limited acquired the following in Zuri Limited. 80% of ordinary share capital on Zuri Limited. Now tell me, between Langi and Zuri, which is the parent company and which is the subsidiary company? This is very interesting. And please try to be a bit fast so that we save time. Remember, we have limited time. So it's good that you respond. It will be very good. Between the two, which falls to be a subsidiary, which falls to be a parent, and Langi parent and Zuri sub. Thank you very much, Yvonne. If the month was mahali pazuri, Yvonne could have taken got a free lunch. Lakini sasa mwezi iko kona kabisa. So Langi Limited qualify to be the parent company. On the other hand, Zuri Limited qualifies to be the subsidiary company. To be a subsidiary company. That is very, very important information for you to note. Therefore, on which date did Langi Limited acquire Nzuri? On which date did Langi Limited acquire Nzuri? Langi Limited. On which data did Langi Limited acquire Nzuri? On which date did Langi Limited acquire Nzuri? Just check for me. This is Nzuri Limited. On which date? On which date? We are told that on 1st January 2021. On 1st January 2021. On 1st January 2021. Class, this information is very, very, very vital. Very, very important. This information, when the parent company acquires the subsidiary, that information is very important. That information is very important. For this case, we find that the examiner is telling us that Nzuri Limited was acquired on 1st of January 2021. That means the financial statement of Langi Limited is ending at which point? You go to the question you are required. We want to know the financial statement of Langi Limited being the parent company. Langi Limited being the parent company. The end and the start of the financial statement is also very, very important. So, to the question, we are told to come up with a group income statement for the year ended 30th September 2021. The year ended 30th and year 30th of September ni mwezi wa 9 2021. Now I want somebody, a bright student to tell us, when is Langi Limited expected to make its financial reporting? At which date? Or when is it closing its books? This is very interesting, because that one matters to me. It matters to me as far as this is concerned. When is our Langi Limited expected to start this? In fact, the end, it's closing its books at this. Now, when is it? When did it start its financial year? When did it start its financial year? When did it start its financial year? Let's see the bright student here. When did Langi Limited start its financial year? Remember, the financial year has how many months? 12. It has 12 months. So never struggle. Okay. Oh, Yvonne already? 2020. But Keras, you should be specific. Right. Okay. Yes. Not 2021. Thank you. Let's see. If this is a year end, what you should do, say that today is 30th September 2021. So what will be the date tomorrow? The date tomorrow will be 1st of October, but now 1 year back, 2020. So my start date for the financial year, David is giving us 1st of March. Not really, David. It will be 1st of October 2020. When you compute these months from 1st of October 2020 up to 30th of September 2021, you'll find that in between we have complete 12 months. First of all, are we together up to that point? David, I would like you also to give us a comment or a signal whether you have understood this. Thank you very much. I would like to know whether we are together, class, because there is something very important that once you miss, even during exam, down. Are we together? Are we together up to that point? Are we together? Give me confirmation so that I move. Thank you very much, Yvonne. Thank you very much. So, you have not realized how Zoom works. You can use Y for yes, Don't type more. Or no, N for no. That is how we communicate through Zoom. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, I'm very happy because I've known when Rugby Limited started its financial year and the end date and the end date and the end date. Now I want somebody to give me the number of months. I know ladies will not get this. Ladies usually fail to know how months are. I don't know why. But most probably they will not get. Someone to tell me, after how long did Lange Limited acquire Zuri Limited? After how many months? Because that one also matters for me. After how many months did Lange Limited acquire? Faith have proven them wrong. Yvonne amewaprove wrong. Tutaona kama ni ukweli. We shall see whether it's true. Where gents? Let's see. The start of the year, the start of financial year of Rangi Limited is 1st of October 2020. So October yote, December yote na koja kidogo. October ni mwezi moja. Tumepita kweli. October yote ni mwezi wa 10, mwezi wa November and December yote. There are 3 months, right? There are 3 months. Yes. The whole of, yes, October, November, and December. The whole of the 3 months. You are right, you people. So after 3 months, is when we acquired 80% of the subsidiary. 80% of the subsidiary. Therefore, please note this. Write somewhere. If you have a highlighter, please utilize it because it is very important. Since Lange Limited acquired Zuri Limited in between its financial year, I repeat, since Lange Limited acquired Zuri Limited in between its financial year, we apportion the amount, the income statements. We apportion the income statements amount, income statements, items of Zuri Limited or the subsidiary. That is the rule. If the parent company acquired the subsidiary many years back, we assume that the parent company acquired that subsidiary at the start of its financial year. Nani ameelewa kitu hapo? Nani ameshika? Are we together? That is where people miss. I repeat the last point. I'm saying, since our Rangi Limited, which is our parent, acquired Zuri Limited, which is our subsidiary, in between its financial year, we apportion, for example, let's say revenue of our Zuri Limited was 300. We shall apportion this because we remained with this company for how many months? 9 months. So you are going to apportion these. We are going to apportion these with the number that we remain with. Then, if it acquired this company many years back, we assume that it was acquired at the start of the year. And when it was acquired at the start of the year, remember, it is 12/12. Therefore, apportioning will not make any difference. Let's now move to the question and see what we can do, So, in the first case, if you are to compute the goodwill, of course, we are going to compute the goodwill. I would like you people to tell me, what is the method that we are going to use if we were to compute the goodwill. In fact, let's compute goodwill. Today, tunaenda nyumbani tukiwa tunajua ku compute the goodwill. Hata heri time iishe kama tume compute goodwill. At least you know something. You have to go knowing something. Somebody inboxing of information. Information ndio hii, tafadhali. So if you wish to enroll, tafadhali, our PayBill ndio hiyo account, use the unit name, then customer care number, and then lipa 1200. Wekwe kwa darasa as we wait for the results, which we are expecting them as from next week latest. Sasa get this information. And then for the financial management and financial reporting, kumbuka niliwaambia, and you have been told that we are giving you people the best, because we have both sessions. The early morning session starting from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Hii ni ya wenye hawataweza kuingia jioni. Then evening session start from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Nayo hii ni ya wenye hawezi ingia. So you are covered. Enda tu Kenya yote uniambie ni college gani inakupatia hii. Asubuhi mapema, hata hainterfere with your time ya prepare for work, you have already studied. Unaona? If you want to join both, you just pay, because you see 2 hours ni walimu tofauti, so you have to either pay for both. Sasa Faith, you can maybe pay for both, kwa sababu we are paying this teacher na pia kuna mwalimu mwingine tena. You see, just taking care of a person who cannot be able to join the evening classes, and those people also that cannot be able to join the early morning, they can join the evening. Are you together, Faith? Hope that is clear now. That is our information. So I was saying computation of computer goodwill. Na nilikuwa nauliza kwamba in this question I can see that we are not told of NCI. There's nowhere we are told of NCI. Therefore, which method are we going to use? Let me see those who are listening. Partial goodwill method. Thank you very much, Yvonne. Partial goodwill method. Thank you very much. That is our mother. Mother in the house. That is okay. Now, okay. Also, David. Thank you, David. Soon I'll know your status so that I can be able to. Now, for the partial goodwill method, we are going to have sharing in thousand, a minute. Patie tu dakika moja. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. So we are looking at the goodwill computation, and I told you that when you are computing this, first of all, identify the cost of the investment. Who can give me the cost of the investment? Cost of the investment. Sasa hapa nani anapatia hii cost of the investment? Tumepewa tu pale. In fact, the first information are 80% of the ordinary share capital of Nzuri Limited for 2560. It's very good. That is very good. Can put it ahead. 2560 shillings here in 1,000. Shillings here in 1,000. 2560. The first thing to identify when coming up with the goodwill, is the cost of the investment. When Rangi Limited acquired some shares from Nzuri Limited, we say that it has invested to Nzuri Limited or from Nzuri Limited, and that is what we have taken, the cost of the investment. Then we move to the next part. Because we don't have NCI, assume we had NCI, we usually add it at this point. If you have NCI, you add it at this point. But in our case, we are not using the full goodwill method because we don't have the NCI. Therefore, we move to the next point. And the next point will be lessing or subtracting the fair value of net asset at the date of acquisition. You subtract the fair value of net asset at the date of acquisition. Wakati umeambiwa fair value of net asset, what would come to your mind? What should come to your mind is the financing section, whereby we have equity. So we say less the fair value of net asset at the date of acquisition. Now, who can give me one of the fair value item that you can see? One of the fair value that you can see for our subsidiary company. Ordinary share capital. Subsidiary iko na ngapi? Someone to help me. We have one ordinary share. Subsidiary iko na ngapi? Please check from your question. Ordinary share tuko na ngapi? 4,000. Thank you very much. 4,000. What else do we have? At the date of acquisition? If we have revaluation, remember, revaluation also fall under equity. It also fall under equity. I don't know whether there's someone who have seen somewhere any information giving us revaluation. There was something that was revalued upward. There was an item that was revalued upward. Now we need that value. Ilikuwa ngapi? Not one. Oh, okay, David, sorry for that. Someone to share. David, can you chat through the group that uliona hiyo nini, alafu mtu mmoja atakusaidia tafadhali. I'll share the question. Immediately after this, I'll share the video and also the question. Note 1. Thank you very much. We are told that the fair value of the asset of Nzuri Limited at the date of acquisition were the same as the yearbook value, except for an item of plant whose fair value was more by 6.4 million. Thank you very much. So we have revaluation Evaluation of this plant of 6,400. Of 6,400. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then under equity, we have retained earnings. We have retained earnings. Sasa, for our retained earning, I just want us to be very keen here. I just want us to be very keen here. There are some computation that you are expected to come up with in order to get the retained earning to be put here at the date of acquisition. So in the first case, can you look at the question and tell me under the subsidiary, that is Zuri Limited, how much is the retained earning? How much is the retained earning? That is where we start. Zuri Limited. How much is the retained earning from the question? David Hanaswari. David Hanaswari. David, I cannot share it because if I share, you'll not be able to see. So allow us to maybe, I don't know how we can help you. But first of all, follow the concept. Tumia concept kwanza, and then we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I wish someone can just share. Simtume hata hiyo swali yenye mmepiga picha kwa hizo group. Nani ataona? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Share in other groups. Maybe David anaweza kuwa maybe outside the paid maybe. Retained earning. Tunataka kuona sasa retained earnings. So under this class, the first thing that we are appreciating is that we have retained earning in our balance sheet. We have retained earning in our balance sheet. And then I can see that I had other retained, I had profits. The profit in the income statement. In the income statement, tuko na profit for the year. Yes, thank you very much, David, for understanding. Thank you very much, David, for understanding. So I have retained earning of 16,800. Lakini niko na the profit for the year for this company was 6,000. So nitakuwa nimebakisha ngapi? Nitakuwa nimebakisha ngapi? Nikitoa hii kwa sababu I have also produced 6,000 as the profit. I'll be having 10,800. 10,800. Thank you. Okay. Someone is trying to help you, David. David purpose to join even our paid groups. You really benefit. Now I have 10,800. But now there is a portion of this profit. That my company, this is Lang Limited, will have. Ni portion ya ngapi? There is a portion that these will have. Tell me 3/12/6,000 unapata nini? How much are you getting? 3/12. Remember, before we acquire. And then at date one ndio tutaacquire sasa. So tutakuwa na 1,500. Ongeza hizo mbili sasa. Hii ndio tutakuwa nayo kama retained earning, and then we take our share. We take our share as a group. Ongeza hizo mbili. That is very good. You people, you are great. And even you are overworking. That is very good. By the way, financial reporting na financial management zinataka hivyo. Very active. You be very active. Thank you very much. 12,300. Very active. Now, tell me, if this is now the retained earning, the total retained earning that our Nzuri Limited is having, which percentage did the parent company take? Hiyo ndio tunataka. We just need that. %80, but it will be 80%. So we say here, retained earning. Tunataka tuiweke ikiwa yote kabisa. 12,300. So niongezee hizi zote, then tuchukue 80% so that we are able now to subtract that. What is 80% of this total? Give me the total here. Give me the total there. Yes, Mavi. Hiyo jina imekuwa ngumu kidogo. Imekuwa ngumu kidogo. Imekuwa ngumu kidogo. Thank you very much. Yes, it is 80%. Give me the total. Give me the total here. Give me the total here. 22,700, 22,700, 22,700 times 80%. As the company, we are taking 80%. So give me the 80. So that means hizi sasa tutalipa hawa, tutazitoa kwa the cost of consideration or cost of the investment. Ni ngapi sasa hii? 18,160, 18,160, 18,160. You subtract that from 20,560, 20,560. Utoe hiyo, unapata ngapi? Unapata ngapi? Unapata ngapi? You people are very active. That is very good. That is very good. Haya. Hapa ni 2560 minus 18160. What is the difference? 2400. Sasa, this is very good. This is our goodwill. 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 And this one, since we are given, we are told that there was impairment. We are told that there was impairment of how much, which percentage? Impairment of which percentage? Which percentage? Acha tuone, angalia tu swali, ni the last point, 25%. So this goodwill qualify to be called goodwill at acquisition, wakati ilichukuliwa. Goodwill at acquisition. Therefore, this goodwill sio yenye tutapeleka kwa financial position, because we have to less impairment. Impairment. We less impairment of 25%. 25% of this. 25% of 2,400 ni ngapi? 25% of 2,400 ni ngapi? 600. Thank you very much. 600. So the goodwill at the end. Goodwill at the end. Goodwill at reporting. Goodwill at reporting. Goodwill at reporting will be this is 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 1,800. That will be our goodwill at reporting. Goodwill at reporting date. And this is the goodwill, class, please note. Now, this is the goodwill that you are going to record at your balance sheet. Ndio utaenda upeleke pale kwa balance sheet. Kwa balance sheet. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Kwa pamoja hadi hapo? Kwa pamoja hadi hapo? Kwa pamoja, tuko pamoja, tuko pamoja. Can you move kidogo? You pick that. Are we together? We said Y for yes, N for no, so that mwalimu can repeat as many times as possible, because our objective is to make you understand. Our objective as a RCM is to make you understand. Otherwise, as I can see that our time is 1.03, so I think we can edit at that point. But in the next lesson, I can proceed this in our paid group. I don't know. You people, you need to join us so that we're able now to be consistent. So you can join our classes, and I repeat, the information is given here. Information here to you here. I don't know whether everything is clear there. And the classes. Then we'll pay highlight kidogo hapa for our classes. Early morning, which happens at 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Financial reporting, we do them on Tuesday and Thursday. Then financial management, we do them on Wednesday and Friday. Then Saturday is a general day. And we don't wake up very early. We wake up at 5:30. We wake up at 5:30 a.m. People, watu wanasoma huku nje tafadhali. Watu wanasoma huku nje. Hii mapema tuko na wanafunzi darasani. Na si mapema hii. Si mapema. Hii tumezoea hii. And then 5 a.m. we do some recap. We recap. Kama hukuelewa between the week, we do it. We do it. We do it. We do it. So class, I think that's all. That's all I had for you. But I had a lot. By the way, we could have proceeded even to coming up with the income statement, but time is not on our side. We are going to allow another class to come in. So we shall find more time to making you updated, So as you wait for your results, next week, please make an informed decision to join RCM online college. We are telling you that we are allowing you to pay just a commitment fee of 1,200. We know the economy is hard, and that's why we are just allowing you to pay a commitment fee of 1,200 and then join our classes. Now, I've just talked of financial reporting and financial management. For those in the advanced level, the same case is applying. For those in the foundation level, the same case. So you can be our good ambassador outside there and pass this information. And maybe we can say, if you bring us more